What if someone voluntarily locked themselves in total isolation for 7 days? Was this merely content creation or a genuine psychological experiment with real lessons? What lessons did MrBeast intend to share? Was this about endurance, mental health, or the human mind's breaking point? By the end, you'll discover why this experiment may be more than just a video. It's a glimpse into the mind when left in silence. Before stepping into the silent chamber, MrBeast and his team spent weeks preparing the perfect controlled environment. The white, windowless room was custom-built to eliminate all distractions. Over $100,000 was reportedly spent on this challenge, constructing the set, securing medical monitoring, camera systems, safety precautions, and staffing a round-the-clock team to observe off-camera. Behind the scenes, nearly 15 crew members, including mental health professionals, camera operators, producers, and safety experts, played crucial roles in executing and monitoring the challenge without interfering. MrBeast chose to isolate himself inside a completely white, windowless room for 168 hours. A bed, a notebook, meals slid beneath the door, and no human contact. This was not for fame or money, but to test the limits. Could boredom, silence, and sensory deprivation reveal the mind or break it? On day one, energy ran high. He walked, wrote in a notebook, joked with himself. The room felt manageable. But as hours ticked by, the monotony began to set in. The notebook and pen seemed like tools for survival. But soon, they too were set aside. The silence grew heavier. By day 3, signs of mental fatigue surfaced. MrBeast stopped pacing. He began ignoring the environment around him. Even trays of food and small items provided to break the silence were brushed aside. What began as a challenge was slowly turning into a test of mental endurance. At the halfway point, something shifted. Sleep patterns broke down. He lay still more often. The notebook remained closed. There were no games, no art, no attempts at entertainment. Instead, there was stillness, suggesting mental depletion more than physical exhaustion. Day 6 brought quietness. Not the peaceful kind, but the overwhelming silence of isolation. He began showing signs of retreating inward, no longer reacting to even the smallest environmental changes. It became clear this wasn't just content. It was a look into what happens when stimulation disappears entirely. When day 7 ended, the door finally opened. No fanfare, just quiet relief. MrBeast stepped out, visibly changed. He shared that the silence had been more challenging than expected. The boredom wasn't just annoying, it was consuming. This video offered more than entertainment. It showed how even the strongest minds can struggle in the absence of stimulation. Not a scientific experiment, but certainly a personal one. It forced reflection on our relationship with silence, routine, and our constant need for distraction. So, was this experiment simply content, or a lesson about mental endurance? 7 days isn't prison, but the effects were real. While MrBeast was monitored and safe, his struggle reflected broader truths. He offered us more than just a challenge. He held up a mirror. What does isolation do to us? And how fragile is our comfort, really? What did MrBeast prove? That silence speaks volumes. That boredom can be the cruelest form of confinement. And perhaps the greatest challenge we face is the one within ourselves. So next time you crave noise, interaction, or distraction, remember, silence can change everything.